Hello and welcome to Champion Reviews. I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
We just watched The Ravages of Time. Not Ravages of Time, but the Shriek of the Vulture. This story continues the Tablet of Time story, except where Adrian Toomes has cracked the secret and has become the Vulture, but he's functioning as a parasite, trying to steal the youth from those younger than himself. In order to sustain himself.
Mm-hmm.
And thing is, he first targets Connors, then Deborah Whitman, then Flash Thompson, then he ends up draining Spider-Man at the end. What also happens is MJ got a letter from her dad, and now this is both a positive and a negative. I like that they circumnavigated the whole child beating thing that her dad tended to dole out to her. But that said, they should have probably not made her seem so weak-willed in the Mordo story. But anyways, the writing in there wasn't the best. But the writing here is actually pretty solid. I don't mind how everything works out in this episode, except for her fawning over Harry. But, yeah, whatever. Harry shows himself, ironically proves himself to be pretty brainless in this episode, which is true to the comics. He was never very bright, but he just needed a bit of affection from his father. And in the comics, at least, not in the animated series.
One thing that I do find fascinating is how Peter brings in his experience as a criminal photographer, where he warns Deborah that there's danger looming, and that Flash, yeah, he's partially jealous, but he does defer to Peter, saying, yeah, Peter's pretty smart about this. I don't trust that guy.
Because the thing is, Peter's pretty much a criminal investigative reporter at this point, on the side. And he's been doing this for years, so when he says, I have a really bad feeling about this place, and I've heard some nasty stuff, Deborah doesn't take him seriously, and there's also the Deborah Flash Thompson subplot. What I liked about it was that this was going on for quite a while, and the thing is, it culminates in Felicia seeing another couple, decides to use the I'm so lonely over Morbius thing to get Thompson to take her home, so she could spend the night with him. And Deborah is brokenhearted over this. And this is the night before she gets absorbed. And Peter figures everything out between the two and ends up telling Flash the next day. Which also leads, she loses her youth temporarily to Toomes. But what I found really funny was how Spider-Man, Flash comes along with flowers in order to bring them to Deborah, and it's like, see, I came to see someone. See, for me, you shouldn't have, from Spider-Man.
Oh, of course, Spidey has his snark.
But here's the thing: we see both Peter Parker and Flash Thompson as friends in this episode, and we see Spider-Man and Flash Thompson as kind of friends. So it's a pretty nice episode in that regard. I think we covered just about everything. The end of the episode ends in a fight between Vulture and Spider-Man, just like it pretty much started that way. Except where in the beginning it was over Norman Osborn, this time it's over Toomes just being a criminal.
Yeah.
How would you rate this episode?
A good solid 3.
I'm gonna rate it a 3 1/4. I actually like this one like the last one. It's a good episode. Although the next episode starts off weak, but ends really strong. And that would be the conclusion, I think, to this storyline. And when I say it ends strongly, it concludes the whole Tablet of Time and concludes the whole Man-Spider thing. So, anyways, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. And if you didn't, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.